Langston Hughes lover, and 1 o'clock in the morning, nothing. Langston would not speak to me. But what I wanted to say is this: there's a town that I grew up in. There's a town that I love so much. There's a town that gave me so much. There's a town that my mom raised 9 kids in. I'm the 7th of those 9. I watched my mom raise us up in this town. There may have been problems, but the one thing that my mom did is she kept us away from those problems. I didn't know anything about white versus black because my best friends lived right across the street, the Bentons, and they could walk into my house like I just as well as I walked into their house. We played together, Mark and Eric, Vi and Teresa, and it was that town. That town, people spoke to each other. That town, people cared about each other. That town, if someone needed something, everybody rallied to that person. In that town, we had a house that we lived in, and the house burned to the ground. And within moments, we had a place to stay. We had clothes to make up for those clothes that were lost. All of those things. And it happened in that town. When I graduated from school, growing up, I said, man, when I leave that town, when I grew up, I'm never coming back. Because as I grew up, it's like, man, there's really nothing to do. Joined the military, traveled, and I was in Monterey, California. I was laying in the bed at Fort Ord, and all I could hear was noise. Police cars and fire engines and just noise. And I remember laying there going, man, I can't wait to get back to that town. Came back to that town to find out that the very same challenges that that town had for me as a child were the very same challenges that it was having for young people still to this day. And we talk about the businesses. We talk about the trees. We talk about the codes. We talk about the water. But there's a group that I'm most concerned about, and those are the young people. Because if we don't have a place for young people at the table, then all that's going to happen is the table is just going to get older. And as the table gets older, seats become empty. And so if we don't have a way or a plan to involve our young people in our town, and that town that I was talking about is Micanopy. I love Micanopy. And where we are today is not where we were then. But it's going to take the people that are sitting on this concrete slab, come together with concrete commitment, concrete focus, and say, today is the community that I want. Today is the community that I believe in. And if we can do that, this community will be better. I just watched last week a couple of weeks ago, for 7 days straight, Micanopy being in the news. 7 days in a row. I heard people say, I'm never coming back to Micanopy. All of these negative things, and that really made me mad, because that's not Micanopy. 7 days in a row. TV doing live, we couldn't even get coverage for this, but yet they were live in Micanopy. 6 o'clock. Guy standing in the dark at 11 o'clock. Nobody's, of course the town is empty because everybody's gone. But we're better, and we're going to be better. And I thank you all for your coming. One last thing is that this is going to be the launch for us in January of next year. We're going to celebrate our first MLK Day. And so we're going to have a MLK Day celebration here in Micanopy. I was out walking in another walk. I was like, why are we doing that? I could be in Micanopy walking. And so we are going to have an MLK Day, and I'm looking for some folk that can help us pull that together, and also looking at how we can make our annual Unity Day walk. What can we do to add to that? So I thank you all. Now, I don't want anyone to leave, because I want you to kind of mingle. We have some free hamburgers and hot dogs on the grill that they're free. It's McDonald's, it's Burger King, it's Steak and Shake, Wendy's, all in one. There is nothing like a Micanopy burger, a community center burger. We're going to call our burgers Unity Burgers. So go get your Unity Burger, your Unity hot dog, and I thank you all. And we do this thing in church. I'm done now. But I want you all to just get up. Everybody stand up. Everybody stand up. Everybody stand up.